Today, the Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction called for teachers not to walk out of their classrooms. Last week, leaders in the Red for Ed movement announced they were calling for a walkout this Thursday to demand higher pay and more school funding. Reporter Gabriella Bachara was at the State Board of Education meeting.
I've been advocating for increased teacher pay and developing funding sources specifically for our school. But I will say loudly and clearly, in my opinion, a strike is absolutely the wrong way to achieve this goal.
Superintendent Diane Douglas addressed what she called a strike at the State Board of Education meeting this morning.
Even with a statewide vote to strike, it's different here than it's been in other states because our teachers are not state employees.
So what's the difference between a strike and a walkout? Douglas says the best legal guidance on a teacher strike is from the 1971 State Attorney General's opinion. She says this is still considered good law and it prohibits strikes or walkouts.
Teacher strike by any name is unlawful in Arizona.
We asked the organizer of Arizona Educators United about the difference between a strike and a walkout. Noah Carvelis responded saying they operate in a very similar way. It's just the verbiage that we are using as advised by other organizations and legal representatives. Superintendent Douglas says a number of consequences could come from this, including parents taking legal actions,
which may place our state once again in the position of paying lawyers instead of funding our schools.
Among other consequences, she says the strike could result in teacher suspensions and revocations.
Our teachers have an ethical responsibility to the families and to the community they served.
Rather than walking out, Superintendent Douglas says educators need to negotiate with legislators.
They have a very substantive offer was put on the table to them, and I think they need to keep negotiating and not harm our children.
President Lucas Narducci says students and parents will be put at a disadvantage and the issues can be handled without a strike.
The proposal that has been set forth by the current administration is very reasonable.
In downtown Phoenix, Gabriella Bachara, Cronkite News.
Superintendent Diane Douglas says Arizona's Department of Education will be able to have finalized guidance to schools on all these issues by tomorrow.